Good evening, CJA Math Scholars. So tonight I'm going to help you do homework 1.8, adding and subtracting fractions. The good news, if you're watching this video, you only have to do front side only, because the back side is stuff that we did not get today in class. So what we're going to do is find common denominators and then add or subtract. So I'll do row 1A through D, and row, this says 3 on your paper, 3A through D. So here we go. For number 1, the common multiple, least common multiple between 8 and 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 8, 16, oh, happens to be 8. So I want to make both of these 8. So times 2 here, times 1 here, or just leave it alone. So we get 6 over 8 plus 5 over 8, which gives you 11 over 8. Now put 11 over 8 on this side and then change it into a mixed number. This is improper, right? Yes, you're writing this down. So ask yourself, how many times does 8 go into 11? 8 goes into 11 one time with 3 left over. So our answer is 1 and 3/8. Please make sure your work is nice, neat, organized, much like mine. All right, for B, we have 2 and 3. So 2, 3, and let's list the multiples. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, oh, 6. So we want to make both of them 6. So times 3, times 3, times 2, times 2. So 1 times 3 is 3 over 6, plus 1 times 2 is 2 over 6. So we'll add them up. 3 plus 2 is 5 over 6, and that is simplified. So we'll write simplified, and 5/6 is our answer. All right, C, we have 4 and 5. So we have 4 and 5. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Stop there. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we want to make them both 20. So say times 5, times 5, times 4, times 4. All right, so we'll say 3 times 5 is 15 over 20, plus 2 times 4 is 8 over 20. Let's add them up. 15 and 8 is 23, so I know that this is going to be improper. All right, so let's write improper, IMP for improper. And let's do 20 into 23. Goes in there one time with 3 left over. So there's my answer, 1 and 3 over 20. Make sure you have all this work written down just like I do. Last one on this row. So 6 and 3. 6, 12, 18, 24, 3, 6, 9. So our answer is 6 here. So we want to make them become 6. So I don't have to do anything to that one. Just leave it 1, 6, and I have to multiply this one by 2. So 2 over 6. Let's add them up, right? So 1 plus 2 is 3, 6. This is almost simplified. It's definitely a proper fraction. I need to simplify it. So let's say simplify it, an exclamation point, and divide by 3. Divide by 3. So my answer is 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Divide by 3 because that's the number that they had in common. So you should be writing 3 different things on your problems when you're doing it. You're going to tell me, hey, it's an improper fraction, and therefore you're going to change it to mixed. You're going to say, hey, it's totally simplified, or you're going to say, hey, I need to simplify it, right? So do row 2, very similar to how I did row 1, all right? And then row 3 is basically the same thing, but we're subtracting. So let's go ahead and write our 4 and our 5. So our 5s are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Our 4s are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh, and 20 happens to be the one that we need to make them to. So times 4 on this one, and times 5 on this one. So 3 times 4 is 12 over 20, minus 1 times 5 is 5 over 20. Subtract those guys, we get 12 minus 5 is 7 over 20. And you're going to tell me, hey, Mr. Mason, it's simplified. Right, 2 and 10. So we'll say 2, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I could probably just stop there because it's going to be 10, right? So 2 times 5 to make it become 10. This one I can leave alone because it's already 10. So 5 over 10 minus 3 over 10 gives me 2 over 10. Now these are both even numbers, so I know I need to simplify it. It's not fully simplified. So I have to divide by 2, and I'll get 1/5. Circle your answers. Always circle your answers. Right? 7/8 and 1/2. So 8 and 2. So we say 8, 16, 24. We'll stop there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Look at that. So 7/8 we can leave alone. And 1/2 I have to multiply by 4. So times 4 times 4. Sorry, I've kind of messed up here. Let's move this down here. So 4 over 8. So 7/8 minus 4/8 is 3/8. And that is fully simplified because you can't divide either of those number by a number in common. So simplified. Sorry, misspelled simplified. Simplified. All right, and last one. 4/5, 1/3. So we want 5 and 3. Hopefully by this time you can basically realize that this is times 3 times 3, and this is times 5 times 5. So we get 12 over 15 minus 5 over 15. Doing that should give us 12 minus 5 is 7 over 15, and that is simplified. There's nothing else I can divide either of those by. Totally done. Again, you only need to do front side, so take a look at that. Math homework tonight is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 problems, but they should have full work shown. So again, I will reiterate, and you will write this down, show all work. Again, you do not need to do the backside. We have not done that yet in class. We will do that tomorrow. Good luck. Call me if you have questions.